The Fantastic Adventures of Sextic. What is Sextic? Who is Sextic? Why is this in my recommended? This has been in my recommended on YouTube for days now, on my front page. And finally, today I clicked on it and I decided to make a video about this. This video was actually in my recommended, which is an OST from the game, The Fantastic Adventures of this protagonist, released on the Dango console 1990 something. So this is a sick tune, of course. But then there's this one as well. This music is very cool. It's definitely very retro, and it does remind me of certain games from that time period, from the late 90s. What definitely reminds me of is Earthworm Jim, for instance. The tunes were very similar in that game. But back to the Sextic OST. Somebody who knows a lot about electronic music actually told me that these OSTs, especially one of them, reminds him of the PJ Studio set, which also includes a song from 1969. So this is actually in the same time frame. There's definitely something here, yeah. This music is often generalized as jungle music, which is like a predecessor to drum and bass, the modern drum and bass. And also he told me about this genre called PS1 jungle, which is actually a genre of music that is just a compilation of early PS1 video games that incidentally oftentimes had a lot of synthesizer music with a lot of breakbeats layered on top of them. And that's why the sound is also very similar. You can just click through here and it's just a lot of bangers. I mean, this could all be just part of the Sextic OST, basically. It really fits in there. And then this is also called Y2K Jungle Tech DNB, so you can also search up this keyword. So maybe this is interesting for a lot of people that enjoyed the music related to the Sextic OST. So if you just want to listen to more music, there are a bunch of keywords that you can look up. Even though I have to say that the first uploadings of this channel called Jada Pader also have this detail that the quality is very lo-fi, so it's very compressed and overall low quality, which is also like a certain aesthetic. And I actually have gotten my hands on another piece of the OST and I uploaded it to my channel over the weekend, so you can check this out as well. But let's get back to investigating this game. And then also the images that are included are supposed to be screenshots from the game. And these are actually recorded and uploaded on gamermoms.com, which is very interesting. And then there's also this screenshot where you can see, there's a health bar and something like that. And this is supposed to be a different level, and this is claimed to be lost media. So this is supposed to be a video game which was developed in the 90s, but it never reached the Western market, and it is now considered lost, and there are just some screenshots and some music from back then. Lost media is actually something that is very popular in this day and age. Just recently, the most mysterious song of the internet was found out to be incidentally a German rock song. And then earlier this year also the backrooms have been found. It has actually been found out where this picture was taken. And as you can see, this video has totally hit the algorithm, despite the very crazy title. I mean, this title should not be recommended by the algorithm of YouTube. It has 2 explicit words in there. And it seems like this channel actually uploads a bunch of stuff that is very weird. And it seems that somebody is producing these weird scenes which look like first CGI made in the 80s that actually looked very similar to what we are seeing over here. And this channel has uploaded multiple videos regarding this protagonist. We can see a bunch of scenes from this supposed lost video game, and you can actually see the protagonist falling down, and then the game over screen comes on the screen. It says dig over. Amazing. So you would think that somebody is actually creating just cutting-edge video clips that are supposed to be comedic in some way, but we will take this very seriously and assume that this is a real game, especially because there is actually a fantastic Adventures of Sextic community wiki. So there's a whole breakdown about this game. The Fantastic Adventures of Sextic, known as original language as some Arabic stuff, or The Great Journey of Zaxdeek, is a platformer released by Dango Soft and developed by P-Borg Interactive for the Dango console in the late 90s. Despite its technical innovation and cult following, the game is widely regarded as a misunderstood gem, partly due to poor global translation of its title and the esoteric nature of the Dango console itself. Sounds like somebody's describing the Dreamcast. It was one of the flagship titles for the Dango console, while the game boasted groundbreaking technical achievements such as an advanced AI, dynamic ability swapping mechanics, and a vast world rendered on the Dango's unique hardware. Its legacy has been marred by its ill-fated title translation and the eventual collapse of its publisher and developer. So the weird name allegedly comes from the protagonist's name Zaxdeek. This is a weird spelling, and somebody falsely pronounced it Sextic in the translation. The poor localization effort led to significant mockery in the Western market. In regions like Brazil and Iran, where the game was relaunched with the localized versions, it achieved moderate cult success. And it was supposed to be a sequel to The Incredible Crash Dummies, which is a very goofy SNES game as far as I understand. I actually have not seen this game yet, but this seems to be an actual game from 1992. Oh, this reminds me so much of the Earthworm Jim song. Rather than attempting to preserve the more serious aspects of the story, the localization leaned heavily into its comedic interpretation. The shift gave rise to many of the game's infamous features, including the now iconic Game Over screen labeled Dick Over. While humorous in hindsight, the screen has been described by fans as a perfect storm of early localization blunders. My childhood, I remember getting stuck in the underground level for so long. The title translation is often regarded as one of the worst in gaming history. Okay, so this fandom page exists, and of course this probably is a very old page, right? Because I mean this game is older. Oh, it was created incidentally in November 2024. So maybe nobody found this until now. I mean, that could be the case. And somebody has made a Know Your Meme page about this game, where they are claiming that this refers to a fake video game and it's purported to be lost media. I mean, that's just slander. I mean, just claiming that this game doesn't exist is crazy. I mean, we have seen the footage. And also it seems like somebody has posted on 4chan about this game, and then also somebody has actually made fan art about the character of this game, which is also interesting. What is this? Now this looks a lot different than the other footage that we have seen before, but it seems that the character has already become like a cultural phenomenon. And then there's also this video on this channel, Average Dump from Pump, which is a great channel name, and this person is just detailing everything that we already know now, so detailing these different levels, and also saying something about the music, also noticing gamermom.com and saying that this website is actually not reachable through the Wayback Machine. There's nothing to be found about it, and then playing the music as well. And then this person is also saying, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video, which is also like such a throwback, just these like videos with just text to explain everything. It's just so weird. And this channel actually has 13 subscribers and 3.6k views, and you can see this is the only upload on this channel, so it doesn't seem like there was anything on this channel before. It's not like this is like a channel where a bunch of videos were deleted. It's just a channel where just this one video about Sextic was uploaded. Interesting. Oh, by the way, Average Pump from Dump was also joined June 26, 2024, so this year.
Oh, that's this great Cooper. Now we're stranded on Polygon R.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a cutscene from the game. Amazing. This sounds a bit like drum and bass, actually. I love that one channel uploading content from, or let's say OSTs from the Sextic video game is actually this channel Crazy Frog's Extended Mixes, which is somebody posting music and clips from old games. Crazy Frog Extended Mixes was also created in July this year, so it's also like a very recent channel. Crazy Frog's Extended Mixes would sound like something that somebody would have made 20 years ago or something. But anyways, somebody might say that there's just somebody, probably this guy who has this Jada Panda channel, and this person is just creating 3D environment videos, which just like very weird cutting edge stuff, and just came up with this idea for this character with this ridiculous name and for this video game and this lore attached to it. And then this person created a bunch of channels to upload content from like different YouTube channels. So it seems that this is an actual video game with actual lost media that just cannot be reproduced now because the game was lost and it was just played in Iran and Brazil for some reason. That's just something that somebody would claim, but of course I will believe that this game actually exists, of course, and I will probably travel to Iran and find this game. And the console, of course. You need both. You also need the console. I mean, without the console you can play the game. So for anybody watching this video, it would be nice if you go to these videos, to these uploads, and you would just state your own experience with this game. When you saw it, when you played it, maybe you saw a friend or your brother playing it, maybe you played it yourself in the 90s, maybe somebody had a copy of this game still lying around. And if that's the case, just write a nice comment and explain what you saw in the game, what you liked about the game, which of the bosses was the hardest, and yeah, that would be cool. For instance, this guy is saying, great to see that some people still remember this classic. I got beaten up more than once in school for constantly talking about Dango games, when everyone else only cared for Nintendo versus Sega. They will never know what they truly missed. The Dango was ahead of its time. Grew up in Iran in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember seeing copies of this game floating around in our local thrift shop, though the cover was obviously not in English. Had no idea that the game was ever imported to the United States or that the name had translated so poorly, lol. From what I remember, the native name was more like Saxdeek. Really wish I had a copy of it, but never thought anything of it at the time. It's a shame this game wasn't released on other platforms. When the Dango released in 1997, it was jaw-dropping. It surpassed the entire competition in terms of hardware. Unfortunately, it failed due to its high price tag, lack of third-party support, and pack-in-game having a title mocked by gamers and even Electronic Gaming Monthly. So I would definitely appreciate if you guys wouldn't spread misinformation that this game would be fake or something, because I mean, that would be just inciting to such an amazing game. So I think I'll wrap it up like that. So that's it. Joe out, and I hope somebody finds a copy of this game and we can all enjoy it in the future.